We are live. Hi everyone, welcome to our summer solstice. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to give people just a couple of minutes to come on. It's Friday evening here on the East Coast. Depends on where you are in your journey on a Friday. If you're able to join, I hope you're able to join. And if you aren't able to join, watch the recording after. I've already set the intention that this night and this ritual, as always, is all about holding the sacred energy, and it will be outside of time and space, so it will be unpacked in your right divine timing. Hi Jessica. And so welcome everyone. So I'm gonna start with smudge. We're gonna sage that stuff right away, right? Let me just do this over my little cauldron, because we are embracing the season of fire. Bring in a little bit more. Oh, so if you have sage, grab some. If not, I'll give you a virtual smudge. Just inviting your energy to come into this present moment. There's nothing to do but be right here with me. Enjoying this summer solstice energy, new moon. There's a lot going on. It seems that every time I join you guys, it's at least 3 different things all at once. So, first, smudge away the day. Allow it to help you come into the present moment. It does for me. White sage is my magic. You may enjoy Palo Santo or many of the other variety of options out there. Just pull the one that calls to you, or enjoy your virtual smudge with me right now. So hi everyone. Hi Laura. Hi Donald. I just want to keep this fire going because if you could see my rug, my students who come in person have seen some of the burn marks that I've created. I have a lot of fire in my chart, so I like the fire. So anyway, let's just put this out. Breathe that in. White sage is antibacterial, antimicrobial. Palo Santo, which is what I'm helping my white sage go out with. It's also antimicrobial, antifungal, antibacterial, like all the things that we need right now. And we need it every day. It not only does the physical clearing, it clears the energy, all that lower vibrational energy from your space, from home, from wherever you are with it. And if you can't use the smoke, or maybe you're allergic, so you can get this smudge sprays, and those will work. And if not, like me, if you're visual or you're just feeling, you can cleanse with visualizing the beautiful energy being cleansed in your space, or feeling that energy and frequency filling up with light and love. So a little light openings for us to begin. So I have my selenite wand. So we're just gonna do a nice light opening to begin our discussion. So we have things to talk about. There's a lot going on, and I was finding it really hard to hold it all in my brain today. I started to get a pressure headache, all the stuff that I want to share with you. So much so that, and I've said this before, and you may or may not laugh at this, but it's the Kelly Bundy theory. So much stuff can come in, and you can only hold so much before something's going to pop out. So you got to just allow the energy to oh, hi Christina, yay. So allow the energy to, like, what I had to do was surrender and know that, take my notes, which I have here before me for you guys, and then just know that what is mentioned is what's meant to be. Like, so many times I start these things and I have so much to say to you. I over prepare my research and make sure that I, have all the things that I wanted to share that popped into my head. Oh, I should mention that. Oh, I should mention that. But I know that, and surrender. And I know that we need to just allow what's going to come in and know that that's enough. So I have my notes to help me, and then what will be, right? And for my Mystic Soul students, you will have all of my notes organized for you in my Mystic Soul classroom for the month of June. We're in June. I can't believe it. I feel like I almost said like March or May. We're in June. So for anyone who doesn't know what Mystic Soul is, it's a program that I started last year. So I have we have 9 months of content last year still available, all recorded outside of time and space for you to enjoy if you desire. And then this year we started again in February. It's a 9-month long journey this year. And we're in the month of June. So, and we have a lot of other things that go on in Mystic Soul. Feel free to go to my website, maggiesbliss.com. To look up and see if that calls to you. Other things I want to announce, and I forgot to check in. So I do monthly sacred sound journeys with the Woods Yoga. So our next one is scheduled. It's just not on the events page yet. So just know that we are doing it July 3rd. The full moon sound journey is July 3rd, but the actual full moon is July 5th. Which is a Sunday. So we're going to do it Friday, July 3rd, because Fridays tend to work out really well for everyone. And even if you're on vacation, maybe you can step in and enjoy that. Because when I'm on vacation, I don't know about you, I want to meditate. That's my jam. The meditation, the soothing music, the everything, all of that, that's what I want to do. So along with, in the morning, my workouts, my walks, my whatever, and then enjoying wherever we are. If we're staycationing it this year, so I will be here on my Maggie's Bliss page July 3rd at 6 p.m. for our full moon sacred sound journey, as well as the Woods Yoga community if you're a part of the Woods Yoga community. So I'll be doing the dual cameras like I did last time. Oh, thank you, Christina. Little purple. She said, I love my hair. I don't know if you guys saw that. Loving the hair. So I love the purple. I'm just, I have like 4 colors in my hair. So I got the kind of light blonde in the front, and then the purple, a little magenta, and then the brown. So gotta be me. So lots to mention. So I think everyone who's coming other people will step in, but we're gonna start now. So officially start. We smudged. Okay, so it is summer solstice. So we have our summer solstice that is officially tomorrow, longest day of the year. So everyone's celebrating that. And we have the new moon, which is officially, if you're on the West Coast, the time frame is also tomorrow. If you're here with me on the East Coast, then the time is 2:41 a.m. for the new moon. And it's a solar eclipse. Annular partial solar eclipse, which means the moon is between the sun and Earth. So it's going to do that ring of fire action. I don't remember, and I remember I had so much that I want to mention to you, so that's one thing that I don't remember if we're able to see it. I'm pretty sure when I looked it up that I know they can see it in Australia, certain times in maybe Africa, but I don't know that we can actually see it, but maybe. Look that up. Let me know. So we have 3 powerful things. So summer solstice, new moon, partial solar eclipse, within a triple eclipse window. And some say this is said to be, yet again, another end of the Mayan calendar. We'll see. And then also we have Father's Day on Sunday, which is very appropriate for the time of that masculine energy that the element of fire comes in with summer, right? And if everyone wants to know a little cool thing, it's also mine and my husband's 15-year anniversary of the day we met and kind of started dating. When we met 15 years ago, it was the summer solstice, June 21st. This year it falls on the 20th. And the summer solstice 15 years ago, it was on June 21st, and it was a full moon. So pretty interesting that it just synchronistically came together for us to meet on that powerful day. It's really interesting. So all the divine awesomeness. We're gonna chat with Goddess Isis. A part of our ritual tonight is Goddess Isis. So and a part of her story kind of began, obviously it began before, but really came together when she married and was with Osiris. So we talk about their immortal love. And from that relationship, she really stepped into her power when we'll chat. So and July, only 2 weeks away, is said to be the month of immortal love. So very interesting that I decided that Goddess Isis is appropriate for this evening's chat, our ritual. So we're going to connect to her. And she's behind me. What we usually do with any ritual is to make sure that we have all the elements. We have earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. So for me, like, spirit can be angels, can be just calling in of the spirit, the divine source creator that created all of us. Or it can be a deity or an ascended master or an angel. So we have Goddess Isis that we're connecting to, the divine feminine, and all of that beautiful wonderfulness. Hi, Melanie, my twins online with me. And who just became a grandmama. So happy grandmama. And okay, so, and hi Debbie, just saw Debbie popped in. Okay, so like I said, I have a lot to mention, so I'm gonna refer back to my notes so I make sure I kind of stay on task, because when the energy goes up there, my words sometimes go away. Welcome all from Maggie's twin. We're celebrating all of what I just mentioned so much, and we have 4 or 5 planets in retrograde, including, I know, Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde is really, can be pretty interesting for everyone to experience. And during all of this, and it's so interesting. So the nature works in divine order. It really, really does. All the astrological influences, there's a reason for it. And we're meant to experience the energies and the frequencies that are happening. Just like when we were born, we decided blueprint, our soul blueprint, right? The blueprint for our life. When we decided we were going to be born, and the snapshot of the sky was going to look like this. So what we're experiencing in our chart, and then we work with those energies and frequencies, and we work through those frequencies. I don't know if you can hear my doggy. She's saying hi. So Mercury retrograde Mercury is the planet of communication. So when it's retrograde, we tend to have a few communication issues going on. Not a good time for contracts. If you must do contracts, just double, triple, quadruple check everything. So you just make sure your I's are dotted, T's are crossed, and all the things, because things can kind of be muddied. And mostly it's communication. It's the communication that's occurring that could be kind of challenging. But, retrogrades always happen for us to re-review, re-renew, refresh, step back, take a moment. So think about that with regard to what's happening for the next, we officially went retrograde 17th to 18th, technically 18th here on the East Coast in the US. West Coast, I think it was technically the 17th. But anyway, so just think about that. I did post a thing from Alex Miles that showed the different planets that are retrograde at this moment. So we've got lots of fun to do, and it's just extra. When it's retrograde in your chart, it just means that you really, really have to focus on this, whatever it represents. So the new moon, and it's starting tomorrow, by the way, we are officially in the sun sign Cancer. So we're moving out of Gemini, the mental, and we're going into Cancer, which is emotional, heart-centered, home, nurturing. So the Cancers in the world, and that means whether it's your sun sign, your moon sign, even your rising, perhaps potentially your north node, you will feel the sign of Cancer, when it's strong in your chart anywhere, right? Mostly, but especially those, you'll feel it stronger. And even if you're not like me, I'm like a lot of fire in my chart, so is my twin. So we don't tend to cry as much, but when the energies of Cancer come into play, and in this strong way, Cancer sun, Cancer new moon, oh my God, everything makes you cry. Like all the things, the sad songs, the emotional part in a movie, it's blah. So that's started happening to me today. I was like, what's happening? And I knew what's happening, but I was just like, come on. Just, oh, so emotional. But it's good because it makes you see what you need to process, and or like just tears themselves are a way of releasing your energy. Just like, crying is a way of releasing your energy. Laughing is a way of releasing your energy in a powerful way. Getting frustrated and angry and screaming, of course. And then we send and receive a lot of energy through our hands, our feet, and our head. So it's good to like envision when you need to release all that stuff, to send it through your feet deep into Mother Earth and just allow Mother Earth to transmute it. So some things to think about now that we are embracing the Cancer new moon and the Cancer sun and the solar eclipse that's happening tomorrow / Sunday for everyone is like a magnified new moon ish. So think about that, because the new moon is very much so about a start of making your wishes. What are you trying to manifest? What do you need? Where like at this moment, at the new moon, we're embracing it starting tomorrow, right? So we're still releasing. The moon is waning and it's hitting the new moon, and at the new moon and to the full moon, you waxing moon, so you manifest. What are you calling in? So the new moon's about, making those intentions. And because it's the partial solar eclipse, we're going to, the eclipses in general they reveal truths to you that were previously hidden from view. And when it's a solar eclipse, it's bringing you into the past and the present. It's helping you review the past as it relates to the present so that you can then manifest for the future. Hope that makes sense. So, let's see. Did I mention everything there? I think I did. I kind of jumped around a little bit from my notes, so hopefully I don't repeat myself too much. So we're celebrating the summer solstice goddess Isis, and the summer solstice brings in the divine masculine coming in to embrace the divine feminine. And that's so funny that again I chose goddess Isis, because divine masculine energy is going to be, it's very strong in the summertime, and goddess Isis brings in that divine feminine energy, and that's a good blend, especially of the immortal love with Osiris that I'm going to tell you a story about, where they bring in both divine energies together for a perfect blend, right? A perfect divine marriage. So, Isis, just briefly, is a powerful queen and an ancient goddess of Egypt. She is the mother of Horus, patron of magic, leader of women, symbol of divine motherhood and matrimony. Her love for Osiris is the stuff of ancient legends, perhaps the greatest eternal love story of all time. Her magic is memory and remembrance. She holds the direction of east and the element of wind. As such, she creates movement across time boundaries. She is past, present, and future. Okay, so like I said, summer is the element of fire. We're embracing the longest day of the year tomorrow. And in ancient times, there would be celebrations too. So ritual helps us connect to our soul's language. And it helps us embody more so what we then otherwise might not have been able to articulate or embody, and it helps us see our inner self more and bring it forward. So that's why I love it. So fire, the element of fire, it burns clean, it purifies, leaves nothing in its wake. It's a transmutational element, and so anyone who is heavy in fire can like just naturally gravitates to that anyway, and like burn it clean. The sun is our element for the fire of summer solstice. It's magical that And here's something to mention, because now we're in strange times, right? Everyone's mentioning it. It's all over the place. And so we have to mention that these challenging times, we need to take a moment to breathe. And as I was leading up to just setting the stage for this ritual, even just today, it was just like, I can't focus on anything but this. And it needs to just be like, take time, take a moment. Because like as an Aries, many Aries folk will know, even Leos, we can multitask, and that's like natural for us to just think of one thing while we're doing the other thing, and ADHD like, even if you're not ADHD, but you know what I mean? But like you can just do a lot of things all at once, but still singularly focus on the one thing, hopefully. Like that's the goal. And like the energies right now are just like, no, take a moment, like breathe, like relax, go easy on yourself. Remember that we can't do it all. And even now when we say, oh, we have more time because we're forced to just like be here at home or whatever, even then it's just, there's a lot of energy in the world going on, and we're processing that. Many of us are empaths, so we're taking in that energy, and we need that time to rest. So we have to go easy on ourselves when we feel like, no, we must take action. It's this moment. We have to do, when really we need to be too. However, the summertime for us in the northern hemisphere is all about action, going out there and doing stuff. So we do have to embrace that. And nature, like I said, balances itself out. So the southern hemisphere is embracing the winter solstice, like in Australia. So they're embracing the longest night of the year right now, as we embrace the longest day of the year. Something interesting to note, 3 hours in the sun, like if you put clothes out that was exposed to this particular virus, 3 hours in the sun purifies it and it's gone. It's no longer there. Like that's interesting to me, very interesting. I love the sun. Sun gazing is something I love to do all the time, every day if I can. You can stare directly at the sun safely for 1 hour in the morning from sunrise, or 1 hour before sunset. So there's 2 hours in the day that you can do this, never in the middle. It's not safe on the eyes. But as the sun is rising for 1 hour, as it's setting for 1 hour, check your times on your weather app. But those are the times when you can gaze directly at the sun. When you're first starting sun gazing, your eyes will water, and maybe they still will at certain peak, like when it's I like to do it in the morning because the sun's gentle as it rises, and then it gets more powerful. So it's like eases my eyes into the gazing, whereas you have to start out at its brightest at the end of the day, and then it eases out. So, do your preference. If you're not up as early as me right now, because in the northern hemisphere the sun is rising earlier, maybe you can't make it. But we just got a new kitty a month and a half ago, and he likes to wake up really early. I'm an early bird, and he's an earlier bird, and he's like, feed me now. And it was 4:15, and I was like, okay, that's cool, I'll feed you, and then I can, do my slow ease into the morning and then do my workout and all that. Then it was 3:30, and I was like, okay, I'll do this and see if I can hop back in bed. And when I hop back in bed, he's like, no, I usually go to the bathroom after I eat. So then he jumps on the bed again. And now today he decided, nope, it's 3 a.m. today. I'm going to get up at 3 a.m. So I just said, okay, I'm going to feed you outside here, shut my bedroom door, and that's that. I'm going to go back to bed for an hour. But it's fun. So if you can get up and sun gaze, it's awesome, because whenever I do that, even if I can only do like 5 or 10 minutes, I feel like I have received an energy healing within my body all day long, because I truly have. So it's good magic. And you can do that in the wintertime too. So a synchronicity that's been coming to me during this whole thing is grace. And so grace has been a synchronicity since even before my integrated energy therapy class that I had last weekend. It was a synchronicity for one of my students, Laura, if you're watching. And grace is huge. So an IET, I don't know, just to explain what that is, integrated energy therapy, acronymed IET, is angelic healing utilizing acupressure points that are not on the traditional map. Awesome. It's powerful. I love it. Grace. Right, Laura? So so it was a powerful message for you, Laura, right? And it keeps coming to me now, even just today. So Grace, during my yoga teacher training class on Wednesday night with my students Wednesday night, we talked about how powerful the space between is. We were doing mantras and talking about sound and all the awesomeness that mantras hold. So it's the pause at the inhale and the pause at the exhale, that space that you can bear witness to. It's powerful. It's when the veil is the thinnest. It's dusk and dawn in your 24-hour period, right? Those moments are powerful. It's, the equinoxes bring that in too. And the summer solstice is no different with its portal of energy. So it's the silence in music to really drive home the previous moment leading into the next moment. It's about taking time to breathe. So we must remember to have grace and ease with ourselves and allow and afford that for others around us, because we can't know exactly what anyone else is going through. We can't know all the fears or all the things that they experienced in their past or past lives. We just can't know it all. So we must try to step into grace for ourselves and for others. And if you're one of those people who can do it for other people but not yourself, turn that mirror around and make sure you're allowing yourself to have that grace. You need to. It's powerful. So that being said, this will come up during our journey tonight. We're gonna go in, we're going to connect with Goddess Isis, and we are doing the heart breath. Almost every time I connect with Goddess Isis, we're doing the heart breath. You'll figure out what that is in just a moment, or in a few moments, when we get to our journey. I'll try to speed this along because I don't want to have it be too much talking. I want you guys to really enjoy this, but the context is helpful when you're going into the journey. So grace is something else. Like when I channeled what we're doing tonight, and I still only know part of it. It's usually just comes in the moment, but a part of what's coming in tonight is Ho'oponopono. If you have not heard of that, Ho'oponopono is an ancient Hawaiian clearing technique that we repeat 4 phrases, and you probably have seen the memes around. If you think you haven't heard of it, you probably have seen the memes. Right, my shirt, just to show you. So 1 breath at a time. I know Facebook flips me around, so you might not even be able to read that, but just as 1 breath at a time. So Ho'oponopono is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. I'm sorry for whatever in me created the situation, either from this life or a past life. We don't know what we did in past lives. Please forgive me, coming into forgiveness for self and others so you can break that chain, and forgive me for anything that I did to create the situation. I love you, high vibration. Thank you, gratitude, high vibration as well. So those 4 phrases are powerful, and even if you don't think about it when you're doing it and you just do it, it's like powerful. It does a lot of clearing. Aloha. Awesome. So we're gonna do Ho'oponopono tonight. The ancient ones came forward with that. And it's just about forgiveness. And you've heard that thing, and I'm gonna totally butcher this because sayings and stuff and cliches, like I don't always remember the exact thing, but that phrase, I might get this right. Let's see. When you're when you're in unforgiveness or hatred or anger with someone, or you're refusing to forgive them, it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. So we have to make sure that we just come into forgiveness for them, for us, for our own sanity, and so that we can move on. We don't want to relive these lives, right? All these retrogrades are helping us redo everything. We need to step into the now and clear the past. So when you're doing Ho'oponopono and any clearing work, it is said that you're clearing 7 generations back, 7 generations forward. So you're helping your kids, you're helping, and you're working with the ancient ones. So it's really, really powerful. That being said, so Cancer is the sign of the sacred feminine. So even though it's in the summer, it is a divine feminine. So it's cool that it balances it out for the month of June into July. It's the creative mother energy and the nurturer. The new moon in Cancer offers an energy to peer within and to view our relationship to our mother within, our sacred intuitive natures, whether we are male or female, because we all have both. What can your inner mother teach you at this time, and allow that wisdom to be imparted from a place of unconditional love of self? So like I mentioned, Cancer relates to home, your ancestry, your roots, taking us deep into reflection on how our earthly home needs to be nourished and nurtured in reverence to the past, but also in regenerative ways for our future. Cancer also relates to our home, feeling at home within yourself, comfortable within your own skin, and feeling safe and secure. So these are energies that are coming up, and take note of that. Cancer is the element of water. And again, that's why it's like all about those emotions. So, let's mention, what do I want to mention about the solar eclipse? So I mentioned our June new moon is an annular solar eclipse, the third eclipse so far this year. However, the only annular solar eclipse in 2020. So that is, so hold on a minute for that one. Let's see, solar eclipses, new moon, whereby, I'm just reading my notes so I don't like repeat myself with you guys. It's an enlightening eclipse and sandwiched between the immeasurable Sagittarius lunar eclipse we just had at the full moon, and soon we're going to have the Capricorn lunar eclipse during the full moon that's coming up in 2 weeks. So, okay. And what did I want to mention about that? I already mentioned this. Solar eclipses, they obscure our vision forward so that we can see into the past and the present, right? And then create forward. So we're reflecting on the past truthfully, as much as possible. See how this relates to our past, see what's coming up for you, what truths are being revealed. The insights gained are not about dragging up old energy or reliving painful events or experiences, but rather to positively reassess where you have been and use this knowledge to make quantum leaps on your path moving forward. So hopefully tonight's journey is going to help you with that as you do that, right? So it's going to be a mega amplified new moon, very intense, and the energy is coming forward. There's still work to be done this year. So we're in a 4-year, and it's about coming to balance, creating that foundation. So that's challenging, just like any spiritual awakening experience. It's not all rainbows and butterflies, even though I want it to be. There's challenges, there's ugliness, there's things to be extracted so that you can rise above and rise up. Okay. And it's the ring of fire, this annular solar eclipse, right? So the solar eclipse is where the sun appears behind the moon as a very bright ring of light, ring of fire. And let's see, what else do I want to mention about this summer solstice? So summer solstice energy, we're embodying the solar energy, and it's known as Litha in the pagan traditions. Oh yes, I wrote sun gazing. Okay, I mentioned it. I remembered it before I got to it in my notes. That's cool. So the sun, seen from an esoteric level, is all about love and wisdom. It's the primary ray of energy from which everything else is created, and is so connected to Goddess Isis, right? Did you know? Okay, so this year Litha is tomorrow. We're connecting to prana life force with the sun, within and without. To draw down or bring down the sun, as they say in some traditions, is letting yourself shine and be seen. It's affirming that you're strong, alive, with energy, loving, warm, and filled with light. Litha is the sun's day, and the sun is the center of our solar system. It brings us all back to center, to our hearts, and to the creative source in everything. The sun rules the passionate, creative, and proud sign of Leo. So any Leos out there, you're probably like, yes, summer. I am, because I'm in Aries, and we love the fire energy of summer. Leo is motivated to share and lead from the heart and become the brightest, fullest version of itself. With the sun at its maximum power, Litha is the perfect time to recognize all the things, small and large, that you've created and shared with others so far. And I know that it has been challenging this year, and it's challenging to think about what next you're going to create, right? But think, where can you serve? And that was coming up today too. Where can you serve? How can you just be of service now? It doesn't necessarily have to mean this big, huge thing that you need to create and you need to do this thing. When right now, what's the energies are calling forth is to just be your divine self. Be you, your authentic self, and let everything go. And do whatever is calling you in the moment instead of feeling pressured. It's not about feeling pressured. It's about just doing what's called to you in the moment. So, the summer solstice is a doorway in time. It opens one which our ancestors viewed as sacred and holy. It's not just that the season is changing. Summer solstice, all of nature surrenders to the fire of light. Litha symbolizes a grand portal of energy, space, and opportunity, a chance to let go of fears, doubts, insecurities after the sun reaches its maximum power tomorrow. It begins to decline. Slowly, the night force will grow stronger until its peak at the winter solstice. So we're still embracing tons and tons of light all summer long. Litha is the last chance in our calendar year to activate sacred intentions before we move into autumn and winter, the natural seasons of harvest and rest. It's a time to step out in faith and imagine what's fully possible for yourself. Dream an expansive vision for your life that will sustain you as the darkness slowly returns with the fall. So we've got lots of fun rituals to come with regard to the autumn harvest. And now's the time to create. So think about how you're going to create in this new environment right now and going forward, and then just embody the energy and the frequency of it, even if you don't know what it looks like. And my husband's trying to be funny right now. He's at the sliding door waving at me, laughing. He always tries to make me laugh. But I'm live and I don't care, and I'm going to mention it because it's our 15-year anniversary on Sunday. So let me see. Skipping ahead, let's see. So with the summer solstice itself, like, let's think about what you want to have for your ritual tonight. Are you more aligning with summer solstice? You can do that and gather the tools that you'd like for that, or you can more align with Goddess Isis, or have like a combination of both, or whatever just comes to you, or have nothing at all and just enjoy the energy. It's up to you. But if you're thinking about, okay, what can I do right now? Gather up for herbs for the summer solstice. Good herbs for the summer solstice are calendula, cumin, helichrysum, great for the skin, wrinkles, lemon, neroli, and turmeric. So those are awesome ones to have for herbs and or essential oils. Solar plexus stones, which is also good for the summer solstice, as well as your power center. Citrine, it's one of my favorite ones to have. Everyone who knows me knows that. Citrine, I love it. Even though I don't have it here, it's somewhere. It's got to be on me. It is. Okay. It's in my ring. So, citrine, golden healer quartz, pyrite, which by the way is in my lapis lazuli that I'm bringing in with Goddess Isis. Pyrite is inlaid inside lapis. Interesting. Lapis lazuli. Pyrite, tiger's eye, yellow aventurine. Those are some good stones to have if you have them around. Do what's right for you, and connect to that. So let's see. Okay, so we are embracing the wheel turning, the great wheel of the year, and now we're embracing that energy of renewal with the summer solstice. And now I'm gonna skip ahead and let's see if I can get to more about Isis. So, she's worshipped from England to Afghanistan. She is still revered by pagans today. As mourner, she was a principal deity in rites connected with the dead, and that's fascinating with me because her story with Osiris tells you this, and I'll like try to do like a honey badger snippet for you so that you're not like reading all the things, right? It's just a quick story, but and known as a magical healer, she cured the sick and brought the deceased to life. And as a mother, she was a role model for all women. She was also soon known as the Great Protector with great power. She had strong links with the Egyptian kingship and was most often represented as a beautiful woman wearing a sheath dress and either the hieroglyphic sign of the throne or the solar disc or the cow's horns on her head. Occasionally she was represented as a scorpion, a bird, a sow, or cow. Let's see. Get to the story. I want the love story, right? You want to hear the love story? Both citrine, lapis, pyrite, yellow, orange, calcite also have some chamomile. Great! That's awesome, Jessica. So now, Osiris maintained what Egyptians called Ma'at, which is divine order. Osiris, her lover and husband, the king. So great love story of Isis and Osiris, queen and king of Egypt, one of the timeless love and true embodiment of divine feminine and masculine energy. So we're embracing that frequency now. And theirs is a tale of true immortality, love that survives lifetimes, defies space and death. So Honey Badger, goddess Isis, married Osiris, deep penetrating love between them both. Very awesome rulers of the kingdom. And they, Seth, the brother to them, he was jealous and wanted to be the king. So he crafted a plan to have Osiris removed / killed from the throne. So he brought basically a coffin to a party one evening where Isis tried to tell her hubby not to have him come, but he came anyway, and he invited him anyway. So he created this coffin and said, anyone who fits inside this coffin inlaid with gold and whatever else can, I think, was gifted the coffin. So everyone tried it, but they didn't know that he had already received measurements of Osiris and knew that it was going to fit him perfectly. So once Osiris was inside, they shut and nailed the coffin shut. Seth had his own guards to hold everyone back. They took the coffin, put it into Nile River, sent it on its way. Isis, with her peeps, was able to find him in Byblos, if I'm saying that right, Byblos. And when she brought him back, Seth was really mad, and he cut him up into 7 pieces, I believe it was. And she was able to then, with certain magical powers that she obtained, she put him back together and, revived him, brought him back to life. Carnelian too, yay. So, epic love story. She would not give up on her husband. She loved him to the moon and back, right? There's more to the story, of course. It's in your notes in Mystic Soul, so you'll be able to read about that and her son and all the good things. But what was I going to say about that? She is connected and said to be in the stars now, connected to Sirius and Osiris to Orion. So they are together in that way in the sky, in the galaxy. Anything else I want to mention about Isis? Yes, well, correspondences, of course. So if you want to connect with Isis, some cool ones to have for her and aligning with that energy and that frequency are Amazonite, which is for heartfelt communication and clarity and tenderness, opens the throat chakra, and heals communication. What a good one to have during Mercury retrograde, right? So let's get some Amazonite. It's a beautiful green white stone, / kind of almost blue, like teal. And then we have lapis lazuli, as I mentioned. I have a scarab, lapis lazuli. Is known as the Queen's Stone, a powerful channeling stone. So during her rule, Cleopatra, who said she was the living embodiment of Isis during her lifetime, and many believed this as well, quarantined this stone. She had all the walls in her palace inlaid with lapis, and she also ground it up into a powder and wore it as eyeliner. She thought it brought her power and prestige. It calls to us even thousands of years later. And I'll chat with you about the scarab in a second so that we can get our journey started. But malachite and desert rose selenite are the other two that I have. So malachite is like green with little swirls of energies in there, like lighter green-ish, sometimes almost white. That's malachite. Malachite's a divine feminine stone. So like if you're working with your sacral chakra, pull in the carnelian for the divine masculine and the malachite for the divine feminine. So it's known for its powers to protect the wearer or user from negativity. Yeah, that's awesome. It fills the auric field with positivity and helps activate one's psychic radar. Malachite not only stimulates the solar plexus chakra, activating one's willpower, but also has a particularly powerful magic over the heart chakra. So that's a good one to have. Desert rose selenite, a beautiful flower-shaped stone that embodies, see that? It was on my bed, and it was like, there was like just a shadow, and I had just finished a ginger snap cookie thing, and I looked and I almost grabbed it and started to eat it because I couldn't. Thought it was another one that anyway. So desert rose selenite's beautiful flower-shaped stone that embodies the energy of sand in every one of its rose petal formations. This gentle spiritual crystal teaches us to flow with the wind and create landscapes from our dreams. This crystal is excellent for clarifying visions whenever you need to interpret those messages in a flowing way. So you may be called to some of that desert rose selenite. Herbs and essential oils that you could connect with goddess Isis are white lotus and pink peppercorn. This embodies feminine scent and will have you giving off the aura and aroma of the Egyptian priestess as soon as you anoint with it. So give it a shot. Those two, if you're doing essential oils. Vervain is sacred to Isis as well. Vervain is a mild sedative which, according to legends, was used as protection against vampires and to bring good fortune. So maybe now we can think of it as protection against psychic vampires. Lotus stamens, or stamens, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. They're religious, artistic, and folkloric icons known throughout the Orient as symbols of resurrection and renewal. And then you could also call in and work with coconut flakes. Coconuts in general are associated with protection and purification, as well as water, the moon, and the divine feminine. So yes, that's a good thing. Just to talk briefly, in case this pops into your meditation, or maybe I'll plant it there. The scarab beetle is sacred in Egyptian cultures. By far the most important amulet in ancient Egypt was the scarab, symbolically as sacred to the Egyptians as the cross is to Christians. Scarabs are the most numerous amulets and produced well beyond the dynastic periods. There's different variations of the scarab, so you can kind of look into those different things. But they would also have an inscription. Often when they would make it back then, they would often make the scarabs out of malachite, and if not malachite, lapis lazuli was one other common one, because I guess even back then malachite was very expensive. So I have the inscription, so let me just read it to you real fast. Oh, my heart which I received from my mother, my heart which I received from my mother, my heart of my different ages, do not stand up against me as a witness. Do not create opposition against me among the assessors. Do not tip the scales against me in the presence of the keeper of the balance. You are my soul, which is in my body, the God Num, who makes my limbs sound. When you go forth to the hereafter, my name shall not stink to the courtiers who create people on his behalf. Do not tell lies about me in the presence of the great God. Translation is by Thomas Logan, just so you know. So the heart of Isis, who was the mother of the deceased, thus identified with Horus to be the heart which belonged to the transformations and becomings of the deceased future life, in order to give soundness to their limbs and to be the charm which should ensure the justification in the judgment. Okay, that part was also just the interpretation came, I just wanted to mention, from the Book of the Dead. So it's something that they inscribed on heart scarabs often back then. So the inscription, okay, the scarab, the beetle, it was a symbol of the sun god, and as such could stimulate the deceased hearts to life. And it's funny because, like, I meditated, I wanted to just have it right here, and I held it all night, and all day it's been inside my bra for this. So the scarab beetle was the symbol of transformation, whereby the deceased could make any changes into whatever his heart desired. Through way too much scale. Okay. Is that all I wanted to mention about the scarab? Any questions about that? I think that's it. So, summer solstice. Summer solstice, new moon, solar eclipse. What's the other thing? So we have Father's Day on Sunday. All the things. So we're going to start, and now we're going to align. So the meditation, the journey I'm going to lead you in is with Goddess Isis, and we're also going to tap into the ancient ones and Ho'oponopono, so that'll be some interesting awesomeness. So have the crystals or stones that you would like. At the end, if I forget, hopefully I won't, blow on your crystals so that it will hold the energy and frequency of your experience and anything that you maybe were not able to unpack during the meditation, so that in future meditations you will be able to meditate with them and extract that information in right divine timing for you. Other essential oils that I was just called to use for myself, Moldavite. Moldavite, it has a Moldavite chipstone in it. This is Sage Goddess's blend. You can get different, there's a different one on Amazon as well if she's sold out, but it holds the energy and the frequency of Moldavite, which I have here on my neck. It's a magician cut Moldavite. It holds the energy of the cosmos, which is where Isis and Osiris are now. The galaxy right out there. So it's high in frequency. It's pretty intense for some people. So if you're called, you'll anoint with the frequency and the vibration of it. Whatever you're anointing with, if you are, place some on your wrists for what you do, ankles for where you go, and third eye for what you know. It's where you send and receive the most energy. It's the main gateways, right? And you'll also be able to tap into all the meridians in your body by you having your oils there, and it gets into your bloodstream in 3 seconds. So it's pretty cool. I was also called to use another blend by Sage Goddess called Freya Dark, probably because it also has Opoponax in it. But Freya Dark, I don't think it's available anymore. It was just like a limited thing. But so I'm going to anoint with that too. Just another goddess to connect with. But the Opoponax energy, if you have any, it opens your third eye. It's psychically protective and opening. It calls in sweet spirits, and it's an aphrodisiac. So we like that. So, element of fire with our candle, burning the sage. Also candle and sage, while they're burning, emit smoke, and that's the element of air. And I use the feather, also element of air. Element of waters are essential oils. You can have a bottle of water. You can bring your chalice with water. And earth is sage, the herbs that we used when we burned sage earlier. If you came for a virtual smudge, came in time for that. And your crystals, element of earth. And we'll call in spirit. Of course, we're going to open with the 4 directions, going clockwise as we do, as we open. Deosil, sunwise, And then when we close, it's counterclockwise, which is widdershins, moonwise. So let's begin. I do have a few bowls with me tonight because, you know, it's not like the full thing that I do during the full moon sacred sound journey. That, again, for anyone who came in a little later, it's July 3rd, 6 p.m. online, my page, the Woods Yoga page. Yes. But I have a few. I have my, of course, Moldavite third eye singing bowl, Moldavite and quartz singing bowl, quartz singing bowl. I may end up utilizing the solar plexus power center, of course, sun. And then I needed the heart, compassion, a heart chakra one, goddess Isis. So those are the three that I was just called to have near me, and then we'll see what pops in. And now, just turn your notifications off on your phone. Have your place in a, have yourself in a place of quiet where you cannot be interrupted for the next like 20, 30 minutes. Merry meet, Catherine. So we're gonna begin. Is everyone set with all the things? Let me just keep that open just in case. It's funny, I channeled, last week, I channeled what Cleopatra, and then I was like, but it feels like Isis, which I found was interesting. So that's what prompted me to look up what maybe all of you knew for a while. Cleopatra saying that she is the embodiment of Isis when she was living. So it's, I don't know, I found that quite interesting. And then lapis lazuli, stone that she enjoyed. It's the queen stone. But I also have a channeling, as I mentioned, that I did with goddess Isis. So part of our journey will be about that, and then we'll see where it goes. So take a moment to come into a quiet place. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, breathe fully and deeply in through the nose, fill the belly, the diaphragm, the lungs. Exhale out through the nose, emptying out all that stagnant air, let it all go. Breathe fully and deeply in, expand the belly, expand the lungs, make it a full breath, as long as it takes, and then exhale fully and deeply out, perhaps extending your exhale longer than your inhale. Inhale, exhale. Relax your shoulders, relax the body. Feel the energy within and around you slowing down. As you breathe, you're going deeper and deeper inside now. With each breath, relaxing even more from head to toe. Begin to visualize a beautiful bubble of white light surrounding your left hand. This white light is warm. You may feel the tingles, the frequency, the vibration. Envisioning all of us watching now and in the future moments, whenever you are watching. We're all in a circle now, outside of time and space. Envision this perfect circle of people all coming together to celebrate this summer solstice. And the light begins to flow into the right hand of the in the great guardians, angels, archangels, gatekeepers, the horizontal force and the vertical force, beginning in the east, element of air. Archangel Raphael resides here, of the green, fiery energy. Feel the flow of the rising sun, the green, healing energy, into new beginnings. We turn clockwise, calling in Archangel Michael in the south, element of fire. Archangel Michael of the electric blue ray. We embrace the midday sun. Feel the energy of the element of fire that we are embracing for our ritual. Transmutation, purification, burning clean. All that no longer serves you, so that you may rise like the phoenix from the ashes. And we turn clockwise now to west, element of water. The energies and frequencies of the Cancer new moon, sun sign, we are flowing into now. Archangel Gabriel resides here, of the diamond white ray energy. Feel it as fiery energy, filling your entire being with that diamond ray energy, healing every cell in your body. Here the sun sets in the west. Now we ask, with water, we're asked to embrace our emotions, to allow them to rise to the surface and be released, rather than repressed and becoming an issue, a shadow issue to deal with later. And we're also asked to dive deep into that shadow, to accept our shadow selves, shine the light on all of those issues, so that we can see our golden shadow, all the gifts that come from processing all that we have repressed and not worked on and worked through. It's time for it to come up to the surface and be released. Turning clockwise now to earth, where we can ground all that no longer serves us, turning it into fertilizer. In the north, Archangel Uriel resides here, of the red ray energy. Feel that red energy fill you up. Here it's midnight in the north. We connect to the ancient ones, the ancestors, the medicine men and women of the past that have done the work, crossed into light or inhaled space, and we invite you into our circle. And likewise, we invite our future luminous self from 10,000 years in the future to be here now in this ever-evolving present now moment. We also connect to the crystal people, the stone people, the tree people, the plant people here in the north. And now we invite in Archangel Sandalphon, the 5D Earth's crystalline grid below us, flowing up from the center of Earth, silver energy into your feet, your legs, your knees, your thighs. Feel that energy rising into your belly, through your root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, and anchoring the 5D ascension grid into your heart. And from above, we invite in Archangel Metatron, of the golden energy, the ascension grid, Christ grid, Buddha consciousness. Allow that energy to flow down into your crown, third eye, throat, anchoring the ascension grid and the 5D Earth grid together at your heart center. And here at the heart, we invite in Archangel Chamuel, bringing love into this present now moment. Sparkling pink energy fills you up. 7 angels all around you, above you, below you, within you. As above, so below. As within, so without. Take this moment now and begin to visualize and see yourself in your sacred space. This may be by the ocean, in a garden, in the woods, or somewhere deep in space amongst the stars. Wherever this is for you, this is your sacred space, and only those you invite are allowed to flow near. Begin to see this space, see the colors, feel the energy, see the light codes, the frequencies, in this beautiful place where you can come and rejuvenate, refresh, and find peace. Here in your sacred space, Goddess Isis is coming to greet you. Goddess Isis flows in with her all-encompassing, powerful, beautiful energy, divine feminine energy, motherly, nurturing energy, compassionate energy. She flows in with her wings spread, ready to fly with you. Here, she takes your hand, and you willingly accept her guidance. She invites you to spread your own wings and fly with her. Flying with Goddess Isis. Now, there is a veil that you are passing through. As you pass through this thin veil, you come to another realm, a sacred realm, where you are heading towards Egypt, towards the Nile. The bright, warm sun guides your path. You feel the warmth of the sun penetrating your skin, the wind in your hair as you fly with Goddess Isis, very freeing as it purifies your aura, every cell of your being, leaving behind all that no longer serves you, for the wind to transmute, for the prana of the sun, the light force, to transmute, for the beautiful mist of the ocean below you to transmute. You soon approach land, flying and flying, faster and faster, enjoying taking this flight with Goddess Isis, knowing that you are slowing down, and soon you will be landing with Goddess Isis. Soon you land near the beautiful pyramids. You can embrace the energy and the frequency of the Nile River as it flows. Abundance, prosperity flows with the river. You stand near the pyramids with Goddess Isis and near the river, embracing the element of earth as well. All the elements present for you: earth, air, fire, water, spirit. And now, Goddess Isis places her left wing down to earth. Her left wing, her left hand. She nails her left knee down to earth. And you do the same. And you place your right hand above, towards the sky. And you breathe the heart breath. On your inhales, you bring in the energy of earth into your heart center. Exhale that energy out through your right hand up to the sky. And do that a few times from earth. Inhale, earth rises into your left side, into your heart. out into the sky. Releasing. Inhale one more time like that, earth. Releasing it to the sky. And now we're going to call forth the sky energy, breathing in that beautiful energy into your right hand. It flows in as you inhale into your heart. As you exhale, it flows down into the earth, out your left hand, your left wing. Inhale from the sky, energy flowing in. Exhaling it out to the earth. Inhale, energy flows in. Exhale, energy flows out. And now we will blend and merge the two. Inhaling energy from earth and sky, culminating and merging into your heart center. Exhaling earth to the sky, sky to the earth. Inhale earth and sky to your heart. Exhale, release it. And do this a few more times. Allow it to just flow. The energy flows. Feel that energy. Do it as long as you are called to. And soon, you take a moment to feel the vibration, the frequency of this connection to earth, to sky, to spirit, and to Isis, as you both stand facing each other. Gazing into each other's eyes, you place your left hand over Goddess Isis's heart. She places her left hand over yours. And then she places her right hand over your heart. You place your right hand over your heart. As you gaze towards each other, you begin sending beautiful energy into Goddess Isis's heart. Love and light and all that you are feeling as you gaze into her eyes. And she does the same as you receive it back 1,000-fold. You may end up doing this with your breath, or you may simply go and feel the energy sending love, light, and gratitude to Goddess Isis. And she sends it back so much more. She reminds you as she gazes into your eyes that you are worthy. Just from her gaze, she sees you. She sees all of you. And she loves all of you. Feel that energy, the frequency, the vibration. Soon a beautiful light, like the sun, begins to form in between each of you. Expanding, 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 just like the sun ahead, overhead, as it fills you both up. Feel that energy, the healing energy of being seen, of sending and receiving love, of connecting to all the elements. As you connect here by the river with Isis, she is here to guide you on your creations, on your willingness to serve your soul's mission, whatever that is, from the little things to the big things. to remind you that you are not only deserving, it is your mission. You are meant to do what you desire and wish and what brings you joy. So share that which comes to you and ponder that now in this sacred container, all that you'd like to create. Ponder the feeling of that which you'd like to create. See it, envision it, feel it. Is it to bring a feeling of ease? Is it to bring healing to your physical body or to that of another? Is it to be the channel for the energy for others? Is it prosperity, abundance, and flow? Do you have a business you'd like to create? Begin to ponder this on this powerful new moon energy, summer solstice portal, and solar eclipse energy. Outside of time, outside of space, all is possible. All is happening in this now moment. As you bring your energy, your frequency up into joy, bliss, love, light, and gratitude, you expand it and send it out to the world. You create that in the world. And that is something we can all use more of. Is it creating more love? Is it receiving more love? Is it receiving a loving relationship? A kindred friendship? All that you wish to create is here and now. You are deserving. Release all the shoulds, release all the fears, release all that no longer serves you. All of that is in the past. Call in your light, your love, that which you desire to create, your prosperity, your abundance, your flow, your excellent health. Call in the financial prosperity and the business you enjoy. Call in the giving of service and the ability to give of service. Call in the right support system, the energies, the frequencies, the people, the prosperity that will make your dreams, creations, and giving of service possible. And give it up to the universe. Allow the divine source creator that created us to answer your energy and begin to see the signs, the synchronicities, and all that which comes and follows. What comes is no coincidence. Rather, it is serendipity and synchronicity. It is meant to be. Goddess Isis knows that there may be blockages in your way, challenges, and it may even be self-imposed. And now's the time to release with Ho'oponopono, the ancient Hawaiian clearing technique. Say the phrases in your mind or out loud, write them, enjoy them. The 4 phrases: I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Focus on the persons or the situation or situations that have come up that need to be released now in order for your desires, your wishes to be created. In order for you to give of service, focus on that as you say the 4 phrases. Focus on any blockages that come up. The first thing that comes up is always right. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for anything in me that created this situation, whether in this lifetime or a previous lifetime. Please forgive me for all that I have created, all that I am that may have created this situation. Release it with your exhale. Inhale and just release it. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I love you, high vibration. Your heart is the center of your being, the portal to the universe, where love is made. And you are made of stardust, love dust. And you are deserving of being in love and feeling love and expressing love and giving love. Love is your natural way of being. Allow that love to be expressed and allow yourself to come to gratitude and thanks by saying thank you for all of this. Thank you, a completion for all that has been cleared away. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. During this powerful portal of energy, all is being felt in magnitude. All is being revealed in magnitude. Allow yourself to sit with that energy and release what no longer serves you. See the cords being cut, the lower frequencies of vibrations being released from you so that you may rise. Goddess Isis has one more place to take you around the world. And you step back to the veil that brought you here to this sacred place in Egypt. She takes your hand and you step through that portal, the veil, and you are now on a beautiful island in Hawaii where the ancient ones have asked to have you come and greet them. The ancient ones, the ancestors of your lineage, of all the lineages that have done the work, crest and to light, are in healed space. They are here now, and they are here as they always are, the summer solstice and all of the special solstice and equinox events. They are here to celebrate the longest day of the year, and they come and circle you in sacred dance with a beautiful fire nearby. They embrace the light on the sand. Feel the beautiful sand under your toes, between your toes, under your feet. As they dance around you, they are actually doing a special dance they always do, and are all dancing in unison together. You can see the pattern they are creating, this beautiful pattern, as they stomp their feet in their sacred gear, the sacred wear for their lineage, from their time. All different, all the same, all dancing, embracing the light of the sun, and all the light codes and frequencies being felt now to assist us in these new times, these new energies, this new earth that is being born. And they celebrate with you. And as the sun rises, they take their staff, each of them holding a staff, and inviting you to hold one as well. And together at the same time, they lift all of their arms together with their staffs as the sun rises, embracing the light, inviting the light, calling in the light into their entire being. And they do the same as the sun sets later. And now it is about the light coming in. And as they do this beautiful dance around you, you want to join in and dance with them. And it is time to just be free and dance. Dance your solar dance. Dance to the light codes. Celebrate the freedom and the light codes and the element of fire that asks you to move and allow the energy to no longer be stagnant within you, but to be released and flow. And the energy just, it's like caffeine in your bloodstream. You want to just dance till the sun sets. Allow the celebratory energy to fill you up. Isis asks if you are ready to embrace the light codes, to embrace more of the light that is flowing in now. She invites you, and as you accept, more light fills you up. You are healed. You are on the road, the path to the light. Gazing into Isis's eyes, soul-to-soul connection. You thank her for being your guide, and she takes flight, leaving your sacred space. As we thank Goddess Isis, we also thank the great guardians, angels, archangels, gatekeepers, the horizontal force, the vertical force. We thank Archangel Shamuel at the heart center, Archangel Metatron. From above, we release you. Archangel Sandalphon below, we release you. We thank Archangel Uriel in the north, element of earth, we release you. Gabriel in the west, element of water, we release you. Michael in the south, element of fire, we release you. And Raphael in the east, we release you. And as all of your energies step back, we ask that you continue the work in the background for the highest and best good of all, always. Begin to allow your awareness to come back more fully into your body, wiggling fingers and toes into the present now moment. Begin to see that beautiful bright white light flowing around the circle now, counterclockwise, out your right hand into the left hand of the person next to you and flowing all the way around the circle until it makes its way all the way back around into your left hand. And now turning your hands down to Mother Earth, where we invite Gaia to take the energy. We don't need to hold on to it anymore. All that has been released, take it, transform and transmute it into pure light, sending it to where it needs to go around the planet for the highest and best good of all, always. All who are in need now, with light and with love. When you're ready, opening your eyes. Taking a nice deep breath. And again, I did remember, blow into the crystals. The energy, the frequency from your prana of this journey, and allow it to just be held there for future meditations and journeys so it can be unpacked in your right divine timing. So I hope you have enjoyed this journey. We are complete for tonight, and I'm offering integrated energy therapy, the first level, basic level, Saturday, June 27th, small class, of course. I have room. So if you are interested in learning the angel healing modality, let me know, or you can go on my website, maggiesbliss.com, to just find out a little bit more about that, see if you resonate. And I will be offering Moon Key again this summer, once, if not twice, if not 3 times, because Moon Key is amazing and powerful. Moon is love, Key is energy. It's the 9 rites of awakening from the ancient ones. It's very ancient and powerful. So if you're interested in any of that or any of the things that I offer, just go to my website, maggiesbliss.com, to see and learn more about all those things. I have videos for a lot of the things, so you'll be able to just watch me if you prefer. And then remember the full moon sacred sound journey, July 3rd, 6 p.m. here on my page, and also the Woods Yoga. Thank you so much for that. Oh, anytime, Danielle. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed. So if any questions pop up or you need clarity on anything, just let me know. Sacred symbols, like what's it mean? Anything more about Isis and all the things. But yeah, I'm so glad I got to spend this really energy-packed evening with you guys. And again, you can rewatch this tomorrow during those energies, Sunday during those energies. The portal is open for the next few days, so enjoy that. And the portal is open for this ritual whenever you decide to open and unpack it. So like always, I will be saving this to my YouTube channel. So if you prefer to watch it on YouTube and save it to one of your playlists, you can always do that. I'll notify you in the event and then on my page when that's done, hopefully by tomorrow. So I hope you have an amazing weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And be seeing you guys soon. Blessed be.